In 2021, approximately $14 billion has been lost due to scams in crypto, with a large part of it due to the rise of DeFi and the continual adoption of cryptocurrency. In this video, we look at some of the most popular scams in crypto that are happening every day, and some of the ways that you can potentially avoid them. Also, how the Gauss blockchain is solving some of these issues by creating a safer space where fraud and scams are drastically reduced. If you still haven't heard what Gauss is, check out our latest animated video for a quick overview of what we're building. And make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, join our Discord for daily contests, and stay up to date with the latest developments. The first one on our list is rug pulls. Probably one of the most common scams out there is called a rug pull. If you're new to crypto, a rug pull is a type of crypto scam that occurs when a team pumps their project token before disappearing with the funds, leaving their investors with valueless assets. Essentially, the team behind the project will try to promote their coin the best they can. Typically, they try to offer unrealistic rewards or utility to attract investors in order to build value within their project. After the token reaches a certain value and a team feels maybe this is enough, they could either pull liquidity from the project, stealing investors' funds in the liquidity pool, or they could dump a bunch of tokens that they held, thereby quickly devaluing the project as quick as possible. One popular example of this was when the popular Netflix show Squid Game came out in 2021. Following the popularity of the show, an anonymous user launched a coin called the Squid Coin and marketed it as a play to earn cryptocurrency based off the show. Now, obviously, this is not a Netflix approved coin, and this was an anonymous person who was trying to build off the hype of the show. When the coin launched, it quickly grew from merely a penny all the way to $2,861 at its very peak. But the team behind the project had different plans, and they weren't really going to make a game off of it. And eventually they rugged the project, running off with $3.3 million with it. And a Twitch streamer was able to capture the moment live when the project rugged.
And now the mark, oh! It went to zero!
Now, how can you protect yourself from rug pulls? There isn't a guaranteed solution to see if a project will rug or not in the end. But one of the best ways to protect yourself from these types of scams is by doing your research and by knowing the team behind the project. Is the team behind the project KYC, or what we like to call it KYB, know your business? Meaning that their identities are known to a certain entity, and in case of a rug pull, their identities could be given out to central authorities. In the case for the Gauss blockchain, any project entering into Gauss will be going through a vetting process with the help of Obsidian. If you're interested in learning more about this partnership, you can check out this video to learn more about the KYB process and the partnership between Gauss and Obsidian. Another way to check if it is a potential rug pull, you can see if their liquidity is locked in their smart contract. This is slightly more advanced, but you can do this by looking into the smart contract and check if it is locked or not. If liquidity is not locked, there are a couple red flags there, and it could mean that the project might be rugging in the future. Now, this is not always the case, but do your research and talk to the community to see if there's any shady business that's going on. Another sign that a project can potentially dump on their investors is by going into the smart contract and seeing who holds the coins. There is one single person who's holding a majority of the coins. This might be a sign that there is a large holder potentially dumping on investors later on, whether that's being a team founder or a large investor. This isn't always the case, and sometimes it is hard to tell because the team could technically diverse their coins into multiple wallets to show that there are multiple people holding this coin. But again, make sure you do your research. The next one on your list is projects asking for your private keys. This is a scam that I see all the time, and if you're a bit newer into crypto, never share your private keys. There's a popular saying, not your keys, not your crypto. And essentially what that is saying is if you give away your private keys, you can pretty much guarantee that your crypto assets will be gone. When you first create your wallet, there are two sets of information given to you, a public address and a private key. A public address is basically like your email. You can send that out to receive coins, and other people are able to see what you have through that wallet address. But of course, people can only see what's inside your wallet, and they can't actually interact with it other than sending you coins. But on the other hand, private keys and seed phrases are like your password, and that should be never given out. Your private key should look like a string of letters and numbers. And at any time, if you get an email or DM, or if a project is asking for your private keys in order to gain access to their website or dApp, you can almost guarantee that that is a scam. So again, not your keys, not your crypto. Impersonation scams. If you're on social media, you might have had people messaging you saying to invest with them, or if you send them $1,000, they can double your money right away. At first, this is pretty easy to spot, but you won't believe how many people actually fall for this scam. In this BBC article, in 2021, scammers pretending to be Elon Musk made more than $2 million in 6 months. They did this by going on Twitter, creating a similar profile, and told people, I am giving back to the community. All Bitcoin sent to this address will be sent back doubled. And surprisingly, a lot of people fell for this this type of scam. You might have heard of someone called Mr. Beast before, and going on Twitter, there is actually a person trying to impersonate Mr. Beast, and he's calling this a Mr. Beast fan token. This is actually a fake post, and it is totally unaffiliated with the actual Mr. Beast. Going to their social links, you can see that they have websites, a Telegram, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and a whole Reddit page. And this person or team is trying to get everyone to try buy into this token that, again, is not affiliated with the actual Mr. Beast. Impersonations like this happen all the time, and they tarnish the name of the actual person and the crypto space. The best way to avoid all of this is by not answering your direct messages from random people and always get your information from the source. For example, if Mr. Beast was creating a token, you can check their YouTube channel or his actual Twitter to see if the information is correct or not. Overall, make sure you do your own research and have common sense when you're buying into something. Gauss is actually trying to solve this issue by vetting every token launching on the Gauss blockchain. So creators and brands launching on Gauss can be sure that there's ever going to be one token in that space. Thereby, anyone looking to support a creator or a brand can be sure if they're buying into a token, they are buying into the right one in Gauss. Fake ICOs. You might have heard of IPOs, but ICO or initial coin offering is a crypto version of IPOs. An ICO or initial coin offering is a method of raising capital for projects. In order for coins or projects to launch, there are sites called launchpads. Essentially, launchpads are decentralized exchange-based platforms for launching new coins. Investors have an opportunity to invest in a very early project with the incentive of buying a new token below the initial launch price. For example, if there was a coin A and that is supposed to launch at $1, you can buy in early through an ICO at a discounted price at 95 cents. So you can see why a lot of people could be interested in these ICOs. Popular launchpads for ICOs like TrustSwap is a great place to discover these new early projects. However, you can't really be sure if the team behind the project will run off with the capital after the token launch. And it's actually really easy to get started with a launchpad. All you need is a convincing website, a generic white paper, and a convincing argument for you to buy into their project. And again, the best way to avoid these fake ICOs is by doing your research behind the team. Are they docs? Do they have a shady history? Is this a copy or a fork of another project? These are all questions that you gotta ask yourself if you're looking to buy into a project. Fake websites. A lot of DeFi projects exist on their own website, and in order to interact with them, you have to connect your wallet through their website. For example, if you're interacting with a site like Sphere Finance, you have to use your wallet like MetaMask. However, there are a lot of websites impersonating other websites and trying to get you to connect to their platform through using their own wallet access. And if you connect to a fraudulent site, your seed phrase or your private keys might be in danger. Sometimes the difference between a real website and a fake one is really hard to tell. For example, if I type in SushiSwap and I want to exchange some coins, there are a couple of sites that are popping up that might be fraudulent. For example, there's this one right here, there's this one right here, and there's also this one right here, and the last but not least, SushiSwap.trade. If you're a newcomer coming into the space, this is kind of hard to tell what is real and what's not. So how would you find a real one? For myself, what I typically do is go on CoinMarketCap. If the project you're looking into is big enough, it should be listed here on CoinMarketCap. So for example, if I type in SushiSwap, it should be right here. And then what I'm going to do is actually go to this corner, click on it, and that should get me to the real website. And through there, I can connect with their app and interact with it to how I like. Another method is going through their social and talk with their community just to check if everything is legitimate. As you can see, if you are new to crypto, there is a lot of scams and fraud that's happening in this space. Gauss is looking to change that aspect by launching their own blockchain. The Gauss blockchain is a curated blockchain where every token or project launching on Gauss will be going through a vetting process in order to launch, thereby preventing a lot of these scams that we just list. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about us, make sure you guys are subscribed to us. Again, check out our Discord and make sure you guys give a thumbs up on this video. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time.